Great. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, and I want to welcome everyone to this Division of School Facilities event, recognizing our team's hard work over the past few months. First, I want to let everybody know that I did not request this event, but the Chancellor and the First Deputy Chancellor approached me about wanting to address this group and share their appreciation for all the work that you've done, which I think is really terrific, and I thank them for that. I have always been so proud to lead this organization, and no more so than during the past 8 months. For those of you who don't know, I'm a graduate of the United States Merchant Marine Academy, and our school's motto is Acta non verba, which is Latin for deeds, not words. And 35 years later, I still think about that motto every day. Our reputation here at School Facilities has always been that we get things done, regardless of how monumental the task. And the COVID crisis has tested every one of us here today. But together, you managed to do the near impossible, and that was to open schools and make them available for all of our students in the fall, well ahead of any other large school district in America. This would not have been possible without you, but it certainly would not have been possible without strong and visionary leadership, which is why I'm so pleased that our leader and Chancellor is with us today. And it is my pleasure to introduce you to Chancellor Richard Carranza for a few remarks. Chancellor.
John, thank you so much. And good afternoon to everyone that's on this call. Thank you for taking a few moments to be with us. So that we can, and I can, express to you how incredibly thankful we are to all of the work that you've done. And I'd like to begin by acknowledging our Chief Administration Officer, Lauren Siciliano, our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Moran, all of our Executive Superintendents, and our union partners. IUOE Local 891 President and Business Manager, Robert Troller, and 32 BJ SEIU Vice President Shirley Eldebal. I want to thank you for also being here today. As we all know, our world literally changed in March. I think about that time a lot and how resilient our students, staff, and families have been over the last 8 months, adjusting and adapting, it seems, at every turn, with the world watching, literally the world watching. New York City Department of Education was the first and only large school district in the nation to bring students back into a safe, stable classroom environment. We would not have been able to do so without the commitment, the dedication, the caring, and professionalism of all our system-wide colleagues, especially you, our facilities management team and custodial staff. You have been there when the need was the greatest, when everybody was freaking out. You weren't. You were doing the hard work to get us to a point where we could come back to a safe environment, often going above and beyond what is normally expected to keep us all safe and prepared to serve our students and families. You, and the you that I'm saying thank you to, are the custodians and custodial engineers who have worked tirelessly through this pandemic, conducting walkthroughs, ensuring our buildings are safe and ready for reopening. I have to tell you that as I've walked school buildings across all 5 boroughs since we came back September 21st, I cannot tell you how I am of the work that you've done. The buildings are spotless, they're clean, they're orderly, they look like hospital floors. It is incredible, and it's because you have dedicated yourselves to keeping our buildings safe. All of the skilled tradespersons, our carpenters, plumbers, electricians, mechanics, and supervisors of mechanics for helping not only the DOE, but lending a hand to other city agencies in our time of great need. The contract managers who worked every day through the pandemic, the field directors and deputy directors who were overseeing schools and rec sites and delivering PPE and ensuring schools were safe for reopening, the emergency management teams who served on the reopening task force and assisted DOE emergency plans for the safe opening of our schools and offices, our trucking department staff who made sure PPE were delivered to all schools throughout the pandemic, the countless others of you, the fire persons, the handy persons, borough maintenance planners, borough contract managers, and the civil engineers who each play a crucial role every single day. Over the last 8 months, you have lived and demonstrated our values: courage, integrity, empathy, perseverance, and most importantly, interdependence. Our success as the Department of Education on all of us, it depends on all of us pulling together, counting on each other and going above and beyond in the face of a crisis. In fact, just yesterday when I walked the building and I asked the principal every time I walk a building, what do you need? How are you doing on your PPA, on your disinfecting supplies? And to a person, they say, my custodial staff is incredible. I don't need a thing. They're on top of it. So that's the kind of interdependence and helping each other that we can assure are going to keep us open. Thanks to your hard work within our schools, we have a COVID-19 positivity rate of only 0.18% out of more than 100,000 students and staff that have been tested. I can safely tell you that the safest place to be is inside one of our school buildings because of you. For now, our classrooms are open, but we're keeping a close eye on the city's positivity rates. And as you may have heard, and it was just mentioned this morning by the mayor, we are prepared for closure as early as Monday, if the citywide 7-day rolling positivity rate gets to 3% or above. With so much uncertainty right now, there's one abiding truth, that working together in times of crisis for the benefit of us all is what's best for New York, and it's what New Yorkers do. That's why New York is the best city in the world, and this Department of Education is the best school system in the world. I am so proud of all of you, and on behalf of our 1.1 million students and their families, and all of those who work to support them, I want to thank you for your sacrifice, for your commitment, and your dedication. We will continue to rely on you to build on our success every day as we move forward. But I'd like to turn this back over to John, who will introduce our union representatives who are our partners and allies in this work. Thank you, gracias, and thank you for all you do. John?
Thank you so much, Chancellor, and I really want to personally thank you. This was a long and bumpy ride, and we could not have succeeded if it wasn't for your strong and sensible leadership during this whole thing. So thank you for that. And in that light, I would also like to now, it's my pleasure to introduce some of our labor partners. The world in which we live right now, it's more important than ever to make sure that we work together as a team. And although we might not always agree, the folks that I'm going to introduce now have been such vital partners in ensuring the success of what we did, supporting you, but also supporting the Department of Education. So first, I would like to introduce the President and Business Manager of Local 891, Mr. Robert Troller.
Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you, John, for putting this event together. You know, it pays to pay thanks to your staff, and I appreciate that. The members of my great union, the members of Local 94, the members of 32BJ in this past year, they give new meaning to the expression going above and beyond. It reminds me of something I say to all of my new members when they're hired, when I have them in an indoctrination class, and they're usually quite surprised to hear this coming from a union leader. But I tell them, if you want to be a good union member, the most important thing you can do is a good job, because that's what gives us value. That's what gives us recognition. That's what allows us to demand the salaries that we do. And I want to say to the members of Local 891, to the members of Local 94, and the members of 32BJ, thank you all for the incredible work you do. Thank you for making us look so good this year.
Great. Thank you, Robert. And now, again, it is my pleasure to introduce our next labor leader, who is also vitally important in making sure that we were able to do what we accomplished, which is the Vice President of Local 32BJ SEIU, Ms. Shirley Aldebol.
Thank you, and greetings and good afternoon. Thank you for having me today. It is really a great honor to be here in partnership with my fellow labor leader, Robert Troller, and everyone in facilities management and the entire custodial team. As you all know, our members are responsible for keeping all New York City public schools clean, sanitized, and safe, not just for the teachers, staff, and school children who attend New York City public schools, but also for the community that the schools serve. I'm proud to work with our amazing membership who have been on the front line since day one, amidst this terrible crisis, and quite frankly, many of them suffering personal tragedies, like many New Yorkers and many folks in our country. So, again, I would like to take this time to acknowledge the work, and as Robert Choller said, so many of our members have gone above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that our New York City public schools are working and are able to continue to serve our communities. And thank you to the Department of Education for working with us in these challenging times, because I truly believe that our membership should be recognized for what they do, and really because of what they do, they have saved lives. So again, I'm glad that we are recognizing them today for all their important work.
So thank you very much, Shirley. I appreciate that. And to all the other folks who are represented by different bargaining units or managerial, I really appreciate your work too, for your leaders who weren't able to be here today. Thank you so much. We've done a lot, and we have a lot more to do. But I think that there are definitely brighter days ahead, and we're going to continue to rely on you to do that work. So I thank you in advance for what we're going to accomplish going forward. And now I would like to turn it back over to Chancellor Carranza for a few final remarks.
So John, thank you very much. Shirley, thank you. Robert, thank you. Everyone, again, we want you to know how much we appreciate you. And I need you to know that as I meet with other commissioners of other agencies across the city, the gold standard, the people that they are constantly talking about just being on the job and doing a great job are all of you. So it's not going unnoticed, it's not going unrecognized, but to have the opportunity to share this with you is just a real special honor. So thank you for what you do. Keep yourselves safe, keep your family safe, and thank you for keeping us all safe. Have a great rest of the day.